Hi everybody, we're in my house right now. I had a few requests from some of my friends on Facebook. They want to have a look at the car quick and have me go over it. I don't really post much to Facebook about my car and stuff, kind of private, but I don't mind doing this. I usually don't make videos, stuff like that, but nonetheless I'll make one. So we're in my house here. Garage is this way. We'll have a quick look at the car. I'll go over it. Forgive me if there's any feedback from the camera and stuff. I don't really make videos, so be patient with me. Or if it's shaky or whatever. Anyway, we're in my garage right now. It's pretty late at night. It's about 10 o'clock. And we'll work with what we have. So here's the car. For those that don't know, it's obviously a Porsche. It's a Cayman model, GT4, 2016. Wheels are kind of cool. I actually like the wheels. These are the standard wheels. Pretty nice. And that spoiler gives it a little edge. Anyway, I had a couple cars in mind after my R8, and a Gallardo was one of them. But in my opinion, they're a little old now. And kind of they can be troublesome with bills. So I decided to go a newer route and get a newer vehicle. The Gallardos I was looking at was 08, 09, somewhere around there. A little bit cheaper than this, but like I said, I didn't want to fix them all the time. I feel much more comfortable owning this. Let me put it that way. But yeah, it's an awesome car. Anyway, let's have a quick look at it. Here's the key. Typical Porsche fashion. Unlock. Have a quick look in here before I open the door. Might not get much more light than this. Okay. So interior, really nice interior. I love this interior. Simple. It's really nicely designed. It's really nice. So door panel here quickly. Can we see here? Yeah, okay. So carbon fiber trim here. There's leather. This Alcantara yellow stitching. Oh, these are to apparently save weight on the vehicle. Considering how much a door handle weighs, it's kind of odd, but this whole car is about saving weight. I mean, it's a track car, it's a GT car, that's what it was made for. The material is made out of the same material as the seat belt here. Cordura, I think. Yeah, anyway, save weight, which is kind of weird when the car has a nav system and some other features, but anyway, so standard stuff. I mean, it's a pretty basic interior. This panel opens up a bit. You can fit a little bit more stuff in there, which is weird because you have to close it again anyways. But anyway, what else here? We have the GT4 badge here on the door frame. Okay, so these seats are awesome. I don't know what to say about them other than that. You could maybe see some carbon fiber here. Trying to get a different perspective so you can see here. Anyway, there's some carbon fiber here, leather, GT4 stitching here, and then we have Alcantara in the middle, leather sides, and yellow stitching accents, yellow belts. Seats are pretty deep. I mean, they're carbon fiber bucket seats from the 918 Spider, apparently, or derived from that. Anyway, I believe these are pretty much in all the new GT models, but they're really awesome seats. Kind of hard to get in and out of. They got a really deep siding here, which makes it kind of hard to get in and out of, but you get used to it. What else here? Come in here. Oh, we have just a Porsche badge and the arm crest here, Alcantara. That stuff we'll get to in a minute. And this glorious thing. This is kind of cool. I mean, I think all Porsches have this, but these are the cup holders. It's kind of cool. Neat design, I guess. To be honest, I don't really use them. Actually, that's not true. I do use this one once in a while for coffee, but to be honest, I just take the coffee home. Because driving a stick with a cup in a short well like that is probably not a smart thing to do. But anyway, I usually hold it. Oh, glove compartment, standard. Oh, look at that. Figures, sunglasses. There's a couple buttons in here. There's a USB port, another port for like auxiliary, like headphones or something, and then the 12 volt. I guess that's it for that side. And the quick shot here. Intakes. What next? I guess we'll have a quick look at the trunk here. Not much to look at. I mean, it's decent. There's a decent amount of space. Kind of hard to see. Like, again, it's dark, but you can fit a few bags in here. And these, sorry, I'm shaking the camera around here. They're not subwoofers. These are the fluids. I mean, this is that's oil. I think that's cool. And then the engine is right here, mid-engine. 3.8 liter, flat 6 from the 911 Carrera S model. Surprising. They put a 911 engine in a Cayman, but anyway. Another awesome bonus. Naturally aspirated, also cool. Let's see. Oh, we'll have a quick look at the lights. I'll just pop them on here. Lights are kind of cool. Nice American vibe going on here with the red, white, and blue. Anyway, even though I'm Canadian, but that's cool. So we'll have a look in here. There we go. Sorry, I'm holding the camera here. It's kind of hard. So really nice interior. I know it's kind of hard to tell from the camera, but so next we'll the key goes over here, ignition slot, turn it over, turn this down here. Okay, should I turn it over? Yeah, I'll turn it over. It's kind of late right now, so I'm not gonna rev the crap out of it. Maybe I'll hit 3 or 4,000. But yeah, let's turn it over. Okay, that's enough of that. I'm going to pee off my neighbors. So let's turn it back over here, open the doors, get some light. There we go. What's next? Steering wheel, I guess. This is an awesome steering wheel. It's wrapped in Alcantara. It's like a suede kind of material. It's got yellow stitching, accents, aluminum. It's a really nice steering wheel. It's like the perfect size. It's hard to describe how. I'm gonna say something, and I hope people don't flip out on me, but this is just my opinion. It's probably one of the nicer steering wheels on the market in terms of simplicity, and it's just really nicely designed. It's so simple, and I love the 3-prong effect, and it's just really nicely designed. I mean, there are other wheels on the market that are pretty cool. Like some of the McLaren models have some nice wheels, and or a Con or something like that. But in my opinion, they're a little bulky. But like I said, that's my opinion. I might be just saying this because I own this car. But it's a really nice wheel. Yeah, we should put this car in first so it doesn't shift out of my driveway. So yeah, what next? That's the parking brake too. We'll throw that on. Okay, so gauges, pretty standard, you know, rev gauge, kilometers, miles, and this gauge here is to switch between displays. You have some stuff for the track, and tire pressure, and some other stuff, and your nav map, your phone if you got it hooked up, and then what you're listening to, obviously, and some other stuff. I guess over here now. So this is the touch screen. To be honest, I don't really use this. I pretty much just use it for music, but you have a nav map here too. I'm on it right now. I just gotta hit confirm here. So confirm. So there's the map, and then of course other features. Usually I just use it for source, and if my phone was on me, I would have had an auxiliary thing pop in there, and it would have loaded up. It would have loaded up my phone so that I can access it and listen to music. Like all new cars, nothing special. Here, temp, speed, variations of the car, zones, air conditioning, and then up and down vents. Pretty standard. Like I said, there's the... Oh, yeah, I just switched to it and I can go with phone. Anyway, so this thing, this glorious piece of manufacturing and engineering is... I'm surprised they put this in this car, to be honest. In the 2016 model, everything seems to be dual clutch nowadays, and turbocharged and all that stuff, and a naturally aspirated engine and all that. So big props to Porsche for putting this in there. This is probably one of the better sticks I've ever used in my life. I mean, I don't know how to talk about it highly enough. It's amazing. They're the masters at it, in my opinion. So quick, reverse is just 2 over and up. first, one over, up second. And you can hear the clicky response. It's got a really nice, strong mechanical feel to it. It's not really loose like a lot of other sticks. It's got a nice feel to it. It's really amazing. It's hard to describe it. The clutch is a little heavy, but you get used to it. It's actually got a nice feel to it. I'm actually really used to it now. Well, when I first used it, it was a little heavy. But other than that, the gear ratios on this thing, though, they're really long, or tall, whatever word you want to use. I mean, I'm trying to relate this to miles because I'm Canadian. Everything's in kilometers. But from what I heard from reviews and miles, like second gear at 7,500 RPM, I mean, you can get 80 miles out of it, 80 miles an hour. And for us, that's about close to 100, just over 100, I think. So it's got a really tall second and first gear, which is good probably for the track. But to be honest, most of the time I spend in second and third for city driving. It's only when I go home or visit folks and go on the highway when I can really have fun with it and let it rip. Or if I go on a back road or something, which this car is amazing. The steering and the handling on this car is, I mean, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just really good. So what else here quick? I'm trying to do this quick here. So there's some buttons here on the bridge. I really only use the top two. All these are for other cars, Porsche models, I believe. So this first button is the exhaust valves. It just opens the exhaust valves, makes the car louder, makes the exhaust louder. Sport button, from what I know, it doesn't really put the car in like some sporty mode, and it just activates, from what I know, downshifting. So if I'm going from third to second, it'll automatically down rev for me, or rev match for me, shifting in that gear. Basically what it does is heel and toe clutching, which I don't really know how to do very well. I'm still struggling with it. So once in a while I'll turn that on for that. Anyway, that's for the people who aren't heavy into cars. But it's a good feature. I mean, because it's good for the engine. That's your shocks. It's really only good on a track or a nice surface. And then these two buttons are traction control or stabilization control, I guess. And then the arm crest opens up, and there's some junk in there I don't want you to see, so we're gonna leave that closed. There's a stopwatch there for the track. Kind of cool feature. I don't really use it. And there's some stuff up there. So yeah, I guess that's it for the interior. I mean, I don't really know what else to say. It's not much. Let's have a look at the front quick, and then we'll end this. Okay, so the front, oh, sorry. I'm gonna need the key. That might help. So, trunk. I know it doesn't look like much, but it's a surprisingly deep well. I mean, I'm 6'1". I could probably get in there. Actually, I could get in there easy, but I'm not going to. And I could throw some stuff in there, but I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it right now. Anyway, it's a really deep trunk. It's surprising. It seems way deeper and bigger than my R8. I mean, I could fit probably 2 suitcases in there and some other stuff. So it's pretty big. It's pretty decent for a car like this. Surprising. I was pretty surprised. Anyway, logo. I love that logo. Looks cool. Lights. What else can I say? The whole front suspension apparently is from a GT3 model. And for those who don't know cars, this is a GT4. The GT3 is one up, at least in the GT series. And what they did is they put pretty much the whole suspension on this vehicle from that model, which is an awesome car, the GT3. They couldn't for the back, apparently, because this is a Cayman model, and most of the GT models before this were 911 models, and the Cayman is a mid-engine, which means the engine's kind of here, and then the 911 is more of a rear-engine model. The engine's back here, so they had to kind of rework some stuff, make it fit, but I don't think anyone really cares. Have to spin the spoiler. It's nice. It looks really cool on this car. Gives it a nice edge. The edge it needed. It's pretty low. It's got a nice low profile. Yeah. I mean, I'm glad I bought it over a Gallardo. I feel much more comfortable owning this than the Gallardo. I'd love to have an Huracan one day, but that's one day. Anyway, yeah. So that's a quick overview of the car. So hope you guys liked it. Cheers.